Are we playing all of our audio?
I don't know.
Do we? Yeah, we are. Okay, excellent. Okay,
cool.
Hey guys, welcome to Just Another Nerdy Podcast. I'm Jay. This is Drizzed. We're missing our third compatriot.
We are.
He's walking here still.
It's a lonely day.
So he'll be joining us in the middle of the podcast when we can shame him.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
But anyways, guys, if you're watching us live here on YouTube, remember you can put a little nerdy in your pocket and download us on Castbox.
Jesus Christ.
That's right.
Jesus fucking
That's
Christ.
fucking right. And then if you're actually listening to us in your pocket, you can check us out live every Wednesday around noonish. Today we're being a little...
We're mildly early today.
Yeah, we're mildly early because I messed up.
Scheduling conflicts because of this fucking dingus.
Yeah, I fucked up. That's okay.
So anyways, multiple projects and shit.
Yeah, too many things going on at one time. So yeah, check us out there. If you guys want to help out the stream for free, hit us up on YouTube, hit us up on Twitter, and hit us up on Facebook. Follow us, like, subscribe, share out with your friends.
Do what you
Put a little nerdy in their pocket, too.
I mean, that is just a wow.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you for how shitty that is, honestly. That makes me happy.
I've been trying to think of like what to
like market us as.
Yeah,
like, what's our catchphrase?
We're a little nerdy. We're three dudes being nerdy. So we're three dudes just talking about shit that we love. Right now, two, but our third is on his way. Yeah. I hope he knows, like, he reads his text that, like, I was like, just come on in.
God, I hope so.
Because, like, every now and then, I'll, like, find Thomas, just standing outside. And I'm like, how long you been here? Like, last time he was on his Switch, just playing on his Switch. I'm like, how long you been here? He's like, I'm trying to do a thing. And I'm like, okay. So we might find him at the end of the podcast, just standing out there, just fighting a boss on his Switch.
Dude, I'm trying to beat Breath of the Wild with 10 hearts. Get out of my face.
Yeah, just leave me be, the mysterious Tommy.
Oh man,
until
he's
then.
Fucking living under a bridge. Tom Selleck is a great guy.
So Nate,
what's up?
So we were gonna talk about. Did you watch Deadpool?
I've not seen Deadpool 2 yet.
Shit!
I would appreciate no spoilers.
So we'll do a non-spoiler review today.
Cool.
If Tommy has seen it. If not, then I'm the only person, and I'd be talking at air. But
you would think that I'd have seen it by now because I work at the local movie theater.
Yeah, what? Like, you can walk in there in the middle of the night and just watch a movie.
Yeah, I can. It's pretty.
Do you know how to turn the projectors on?
Yeah, I do actually.
So you can just play a movie anytime.
I could.
Oh my god.
I could do that.
Okay, so we're gonna do a non-spoiler review towards the end.
Okay, that's fine.
But right now,
the third amigo.
we're gonna like get you hyped.
All right.
I'm gonna try and hype you for this.
I'm already pretty friggin' stoked about it, man.
You should
honestly
be. Yeah,
I loved the first Deadpool movie. I only had one critique about the first Deadpool movie. Honestly, one. They didn't need the romance story. Deadpool would have been fine on his own without a romance arc.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Okay.
That's it. Everything else about the movie was fucking stellar. But
so here's what I do appreciate about the romance arc is that it's something new. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
It's telling a new story for Deadpool.
That's true. He's not really.
So you're not seeing the same old shit.
Yeah, I mean,
over and over and over again.
I just think to present it to the masses of people who weren't aware of Deadpool, because I read a shitload of Deadpool comics when I was in high school. I loved Deadpool. And I noticed that the only love affair he actually has is with Death.
Yeah.
That's the only one that I could have pieced together, other than his weird tentative relationship with Dominic.
Okay.
You know? That's the only one I could see from the comics that I read.
Since he has, like, pansexuality and stuff, does he expand with, like, men or anything?
Yeah, dude, I would expect so.
But I'm just saying, like, in the comics, like, did you see anything?
Not that I read. Most of it, I read the comic arc Marvel, Deadpool Kills the Marvel Universe at least 8 times. I fucking love that comic. It's awesome. If you haven't checked it out, you totally should. It's fantastic. He basically, his super sanity shatters and becomes super insanity.
Okay.
Like, he realizes nothing fucking matters, and so he's like, whatever, I'm just gonna kill everyone and everything that I can get my hands on.
That's fun.
Yeah, like, he fucking shoots Spider-Man in the dome. His best fucking friend.
Yeah, I was gonna say, that would be, that's tough.
He blows up Frank Castle as a joke. It's intense. And then at the end of the comic, he's in some kind of fortress that has access to the multiverse. And he's got X-23 and I can't remember the other ones. The mutants with regenerative abilities.
Oh, right.
He's got them hooked up to a machine that keeps them dead. Basically by burning them to a point where they can't regenerate. Or when they're about to, it clicks back on and burns them again, keeping them perpetually dead. He's trapped Cat from the X-Men in a Tesseract. So no matter what wall she goes through, it's always in the same cube. And there's only one person he couldn't kill.
Who's that?
It was Wolverine.
Oh.
In Deadpool's words, you just keep coming back. He can't keep him dead.
That's fun.
For some reason. And then he hops through the multiverse and kills the people who are writing his comic.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty rad.
Yeah.
It's pretty sweet.
So, what have you been up to this week? Like, what have you been reading? What have you been writing?
What have I been up to?
Anything interesting?
I mean, I've just been working on my, I've got a poetry set that I'm working on called The Brushmaster and the Wordsmith. It's just a thing I'm working on. I got an idea when I was in fucking Blick art studio with my girlfriend.
Okay.
Inspiration comes in the weirdest fucking places.
Yeah, no, I mean...
But, I got the idea because my girlfriend's little sister, she was looking for brushes for an art project. And I noticed that one of their lines of brushes is called Brushmaster. And, when I was in high school, I got a compliment from an English teacher. They called me a wordsmith on one of my pages, on one of my assignments, because they assigned me 2 pages of work. I handed in a paragraph, and it got named.
Oh, okay, wow. She
called me a wordsmith because I, quote, said more in that paragraph than my entire class did in 2 pages.
Wow.
Yeah. So, it just, you know...
I think it's just a lesson in, like, subtleness. A lot of people have problems with, like, I don't know, they try to say things.
Tommy? Get up here, dude! Shit, man! We said 11!
He's probably honest, you know.
I swear to God, if you're on your Switch right now, dude. Oh, you're sick.
Oh, no! Boo!
Christ, Tommy.
You're sick!
Get in the chair. We're close
together.
You're
here
together.
And you're sick! You're live, Tommy.
Yeah, how do you feel?
You want to scoot a little this way?
Fucking odd man out. I can like
here. Let's do a triple scoot. I'm as scooted as I can be.
Yeah,
we want Tommy. There we go. Yeah, Tommy's in the frame.
Look at us go. Look
that was
this microphone.
You're feeling sick.
You're sick, Tommy.
How you doing?
Like otherwise, you know.
Fine. I sat down at the library, wait for a half hour, and then walk up here, and I fell asleep in the chair at the library.
God
shit!
They didn't like say anything about it. They just let me sleep. I woke up to your message, and I was like, "Crap, the podcast."
Were you like the 15 minutes or less station? Because that would have been.
No, I was in one of the comfy chairs reading a book.
Okay.
And I fell asleep.
Oh, you're just reading a book. Okay.
Yeah.
They probably have people fall asleep at the library all the time.
I fell asleep.
I don't go to the library. I don't know why.
What kind of nerd are you? You don't go to the library?
I spend more time at home trying to catch up on the C-dubs and stuff.
Oh, you're CW trash?
Yeah. This is a big garbage fire of the DC universe that just produces one amazing thing a year. That's like the big old crossover.
They get one sweet-ass episode and the rest of it's just garbage Supernatural.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't get me wrong, viewers. I fucking love Supernatural. I've been on the bandwagon for years.
Did you catch...
Jesus Christ.
Have you catch the end of the...
I haven't seen the end of this season.
I haven't seen... So I got about halfway in and then
I honestly, I've seen 2 episodes past Scooby Natural and I'm not into it.
Scooby Natural.
I'm not fucking into it.
All I've seen from this season is Scooby Natural.
So what I do is I binge everything. Like I watch about half of it. I stay dedicated for the first half of the year. I get distracted, and then I just binge the rest of it at the end of summer whenever they pop it all out.
Yeah,
so like the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be just binging CW.
My girlfriend bought the season pass on iTunes for Supernatural season 13, so we've just been watching it periodically, and honestly, it's tedious point.
So the first half was they always start with like really interesting and really good ideas, and then they just let them go. Like this whole multiverse thing was cool. Jack was cool, and then it just got boring.
Like when Cass died, fucking again. Spoilers, by the way. When Cass died again, and then
spoilers for the end of last season.
Yeah, exactly. Just he's back. Woo! Yeah. Hooray! He annoyed a cosmic entity to the point where he sent him back to existence.
Well, yeah, so...
Man, fuck you!
They have a whole 20-some-odd episode arc that they could be spending focusing on Cass getting back, which would be super cool. Like, him dealing with this cosmic entity, figuring out what's going on. This whole world of people who are blinked out of existence, beyond heaven, beyond hell, beyond purgatory.
They're in the fucking void.
Yeah, they're in the void. Like, this limitless potential there. And then they were like, and we're back, one episode. I'm like,
cool.
So let's spend another 3 episodes of watching Sam and Dean pine over how horrible life would be without the other one.
Right.
Like, this just stop it. Just stop it. Like, they either need to get over their bullshit about like losing the other one, because that was fine. Yeah. Like season 5, season 6,
totally
whatever.
Fine.
That's like
it's over.
That's its identity now. I see pictures all the time online, and someone's like, "What's Supernatural like?" And then everyone's just like, "Sam, Dean, Sam, Dean, yeah.
Sam, Dean, Sam."
Unnecessary
Dean.
Close-ups.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I've.
Have I ever shared with either of you how I want Supernatural to end? But I know the CW won't do it because they're fucking pussies.
Do it.
Okay.
You tell me.
Okay, so here's how I want Supernatural. We can share it with
you guys, so you guys can image it, and then we brought it to you. Not CW.
Picture this. Use your think pan, my dudes. So it's the end of season 14 because this one just ended and shit can't be fun. Sam has died. He has been murdered, assumingly by the devil himself or another powerful entity, or just a gunshot. Who gives a shit?
Well, I would actually love to see him just taken out by a vampire.
Yeah,
or like
something lame
or something.
Either way, he's dead as shit. Cass has died in Dean's arms.
It's leaving, like the slowest, most romantic.
Yeah, it's
death.
it's
romance completed.
Yeah. Painfully homoerotic. This death of an angel.
I don't think Dean's gonna go for that, or like Jensen Ackles. I don't think he'll go for that.
Heavy overtones is what I'm going for with with the death of this angel. So he's dead. Oh, what's up?
Nope, keep going. Okay. I had an email.
The Impala is totaled. Dean is hurt badly, like broken leg, broken arm. He's fucked up beyond all recognition. He is done. He's on a gravel road in Who Gives a Shit, USA, and he's slowly limping up a gravel hill. And just as he's cresting the hill, whispering, "Carry on, my wayward son," to himself, you hear a fucking gunshot. Cut to black. Supernatural.
You hear a gun. So, what does the gunshot imply?
He shot himself in the head.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm sorry. The subtlety of your explanation didn't carry through on me.
Like,
I know
damn.
Everyone else got it, and that's what I was thinking.
You're a film student. What the fuck?
I'm not a film student. I'm a goddamn. I'm an actor. I'm for directing and acting.
I'm an actor.
Well, if you're a director, you should be able to fucking visualize, man.
I did, but I wanted to make sure that I was on the same page.
Yeah,
with
we're on the same
you're the
page.
author of this idea.
Yeah, that's how I want it to end, but I know CW won't do it because they're fan pandering asshats.
That's too dark.
It's way too dark for CW.
Too dark, and oh god, oh man. On top of that.
Could you imagine the fangirls at that?
On top of that, you know what they would do is they would take that and they'd be like, okay, we did it. We're brave enough. And then they would end it to make everyone happy. They would end it at a scene of like Sam and Dean like entering the gates of heaven. and Cass being there for some goddamn reason. And maybe even Crowley somehow got there.
I'd be pissed if Crowley was in heaven. He does not deserve it.
And then next season, because it's CW, nope, none of that actually happened.
Yeah, none of it.
Bring it back.
Doom timeline. Fuck!
We're gonna reboot it with 3 Latina gentlemen.
A couple things with
sorry, I've got a charmed. I'm a little chuffed with charm.
Oh god, yes.
Oh, my girlfriend is fucking jazzed about that, and I wasn't a fan of the original Charm.
I was a huge fan of the original Charm because I was going through puberty in the 1990s, and none of those chicks wore bras. That's the whole point of that show is watch 3 girls pretend to do magic spells while not wearing a bra. That was the whole point. There was never.
They ruined the essence of the show.
And now these girls are fully clothed and they're going to try to make it about something.
What is this? About something. Shows aren't about anything anymore.
Not that show. That show was straight up Melissa Milano. And the 2 other girls. Yeah, Holly Marie Combs, and then whoever played the third sister at the time, not wearing a bra.
The original third sister?
Well, so the original was Shannon Doherty.
Rose McGowan played the second one.
Yeah, played the second half-sister that showed up randomly.
Dude, I didn't.
And equally did not wear a bra the whole time.
I didn't watch
that was the best show when I was a teenager.
Right?
I was like, Charmed is on!
I apologize for
leave me alone, I'm watching my programs.
Alright.
You know what? When you're a teenager, that's a fact and a reality. When you're a teenage boy, it's about sex.
Dude, I didn't have open access to the internet until I was 16 years old.
That's right, and that I had Charmed.
My parents were crazy specific about when I could and couldn't use the internet for quite a while, and I don't know why. They were real weird about it.
Because you were a teenager.
Exactly. Because you were a teenager.
Dude, I didn't have a fucking door.
Yeah, right? I grew up with that problem, too.
I lived in a spare living room in a double wide trailer. That was my room.
So, yeah, Charmed, man.
Yeah, okay. Thank you for the glimpse into your previous life, Jared.
That's a glimpse. That's
feels
all
good.
you gotta see.
That's all I want.
You don't want
it's honestly more than I want.
We're not going any further. We're not going any further.
I would appreciate that, and I'm sure our viewers would as well.
I think they all do. We all do. But just as a, I'm just saying, Charmed, man. This new reboot, I'm like, eh. But 10 years after Supernatural ends, they're going to reboot it. And it's going to be an ethnically diverse cast. But maybe this time they'll leave some of the people alive outside of San
It's going to be going till we're dead.
It's going to go till we're dead.
CW said the same thing about that AMC has said about Walking Dead. As long as they keep getting consistent viewers, they'll just make shit up.
Dude, Walking Dead has so much fucking source material, though. They're contracted through, I think it's season 15 or 25, and they have enough material to get them through. Like, they're not writing anything new. They just got to put it in show form.
Yeah.
There is so goddamn much of that comic book.
And then, Jensen and Padalecki have even confirmed, we'll do this till it ends. We're going to keep going.
If you think about it, as an actor, there's nothing better than to have a consistent job. Yeah. If they're fine in wherever they're filming, I'm assuming it's Vancouver, where everyone else
it's
films.
Canada.
If they're fine in Vancouver,
where all the CW crap.
Yeah, if they're fine there, shit, man. Because people ask people ask me from time to time, why don't you pursue acting more? And it's because you have to be a nomad. You have to move from place to place. There's no guarantee that you're gonna have a job next year.
Yeah.
Unless you're the cast of Supernatural.
Yeah, then you're gonna have steady work for over a decade.
Yeah, you're gonna have steady work for the rest of your life.
I'm gonna be working for the next 10 years.
Even if they're not on the show, they're gonna be running the fucking fandom circuit at cons and shit.
Arrow and Flash, the same thing. They've got a steady career.
All right, so here's the thing that always bothered me about Supernatural, and you know how it's classic rock is their fucking jive. Nobody mentioned the what's the word here? The correlation between Crowley's name and Ozzy Osbourne, and that really bothers me. Ozzy Osbourne has a song called Mr. Crowley.
Yeah, I'm just
and no one has fucking mentioned it. It didn't even play when he died, and I was a little pissed about it. That is so obvious of a shout out. How have you not figured that out yet? Or maybe they just couldn't get the royalties to the song.
Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, is it the one thing that they feel is too far? Like, there's a writer in the corner, like, when are we gonna do Mr. Crowley? And he's like, for the last time, Ted, that's the line. They're like, we've gone everywhere else. We've made up stupid names for every time they're detectives. And you're telling us Mr. Crowley is the line? Yes! I can't explain to you why, but yes!
We are decent people here.
We're decent human beings.
Even though we're running this show into the ground.
Dude, they're fucking a mile under the tectonic plates at this point.
At this point, every season, I just tune in and I'm like, well, what the hell are they going to make up this season?
Then they open up the doors again to having characters by opening up this multiverse. And I'm sure, I haven't watched it, and you can tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I am almost 100% sure that Kevin Tran is dead again.
Yeah, he's dead as shit, dude. He's a ghost.
No, he showed up in the multiverse.
God fucking damn. Oh, Kevin right, you're talking about Apocalypse World Kevin.
Yeah.
I almost punched a wall.
Why?
When I saw
was so excited that Kevin Tran could be back.
The most recent episode I watched, which is, I think, 3 or 4 episodes behind what just got released, fucking Charlie comes back in Apocalypse World. And she's there, and she's doing shit, which... Woo.
Here's my problem.
Who gives a shit?
They kill off anyone in the show that, like... And I understand, like, Bobby, he was a regular and he wanted to step out. They kind of had to kill off Bobby. Mm-hmm. You know, his dad, the same thing, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, or their dad.
Dude, he's too high. He's too high on the list of actors to be on a shitty CW show.
Too high on the list? Are you kidding me? His last main role was that FBI agent guy in Rampage. Like, he wasn't even a named character in Rampage.
Negan?
Okay, he does
The
have
Walking
Negan.
Dead, the comedian in Watchmen, man.
His most recent shit, but Negan's a good point.
Yeah,
the comedian was too long ago. At that point, it's lived its.
Dude, that's one of the reasons I love Jeffrey Dean Morgan.
I love him too. But
he really needs more work, honestly.
I know. Well, and CW would be a great return for a little while. I'm kind of pissed they keep rehiring 20-year-old Jeffrey Dean Morgan from the show. It's like their dad's back again, and I'm like, it's not Jeffrey Dean Morgan. You pander to me. Like, stop giving me.
Look, it's the wussy version of their dad.
Yeah, stop giving me grade B version of their dad. I just want Jeffrey Dean Morgan to show up for a minute. A minute!
You don't like Leave It to Beaver, Mr. Winchester?
It upsets me!
I gotta get all Andy Rooney about it, dude.
I'm sorry. I gotta really do it. So speaking of things that piss the world off.
Alright, what's up?
Since Tommy's here, no. I was gonna ask you about, did you actually watch the promo for Thundercats Roar?
I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah. Did you watch it?
You guys are gonna be upset, but I'm gonna walk out and not come back if we keep talking about bullshit reboots of our favorite TV shows.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Well, so
I feel like I have to defend a reboot because in 2011 there was an anime reboot of the Thundercats.
That was really entertaining.
It's got one whole season. It's fantastic. It was one of the highest rated shows on Cartoon Network. It got ditched because they weren't selling the action figures.
That's right. That's how Cartoon Network rolls.
It's the same reason Young Justice was a fantastic show.
Yep.
It was one of their highest rated shows. It got axed because females were buying the action figures more than boys.
Yep, that's a fact.
And they didn't like that, so they canceled it.
But were they selling enough?
They were selling a lot of action figures, but it was girls buying it more than boys.
That doesn't make any sense. Why don't they just readjust their marketing?
They can't readjust the way the toy market is structured because it depends on gender segregation with certain things.
The toy market is very sexist.
It is a very, very sexist place, my man.
Really?
Did you notice how it's pink, 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 flat colors at every fucking supercenter?
Yeah.
Yep.
It is separated to the point where you can't find an effeminate toy in the boy section or a masculine toy in the girl section. It's unfucking heard of. The only way you're gonna find one in either section is if someone goddamn left it there.
So,
they specifically
that's the ultimate troll is to just walk back and forth.
Exactly.
And switch them around.
It's fantastic.
What do they do at Walmart when you do that?
When you work there, or when you're just there?
I mean,
because I have both perspectives.
I want both perspectives.
All right, so when you're just there and you fuck with the toys, the people are just like,
yeah, I'm sure they don't care.
They're like, come on.
I'm wondering what management.
Like my favorite thing to do was, the talking Barbies. So when I was in high school, I was a bit of a dick. So what I did was, they had a line of Barbies where you could hold down the button and you could record your voice, and then the next person to come up would push the button, would say what you said to it. And I walked up and said in my best deep voice, while bringing it further and closer to me, I am Satan, Lord of Darkness, I will consume your soul. And then I put it on the shelf and pretended to be looking at the discount video games. And then a small girl walked up and she grabbed the Barbie that I had just done that to, and she pushed the button. And it screamed at her in a voice that is not Barbie's. She then dropped it and ran away crying. And it was one of the most accomplished feelings I'd ever had in my entire life.
I am Stormageddon, the downloadable.
Something similar, my friend, he learned, like, in Word that you can change the replace. So whenever you, type something wrong, it'll kind of replace it with what you're doing.
Yeah.
Well, so he changed it to, anytime you typed the word "the,"
yeah,
it would change the complete phrase in parentheses, "I'm watching you."
Oh, that's unsettling.
And he would go from computer to computer and do that in different computers. It was in the media lab in the high school, and you just so we'd go work on a project, and you just see this girl typing, and then she'd just go. And she would yell for the librarian, I need help. And then come up and you see the librarian come up and be like, God damn it, not again. And you hate these people. You see my buddy in the corner just chuckling, I'm like, you bastard, you're a troll. He's a troll. He's one of my favorite trolls I know.
Okay.
A good troll, a troll who will change the to "I'm watching you."
Yeah, the fun stuff. As for the Walmart employee perspective of putting things in the wrong place, that's technically against your job description.
Well, yeah.
So
I'm just saying, okay, so
it's frowned upon.
How would management react if they come in and they
they see a whole shelf of girls' toys in the boys section, a whole shelf of boy toys in the girls section? They'd just be like, "Why?
Walmart,
you got paid to do this, and you did it as wrong as possible. Why would you do this?
I don't know.
You'd probably lose your job, honestly."
Well, I was thinking more say you just had so say as a dedicated troll, who's just a random person who's there. So you just take a row of Barbies and you pull them out, and then you switch them out with a roll of Transformer action figures, and then you put the Barbies where the Transformer action figures go, in that row, and then management's walking through and they're just
what?
Who did this?
That's not right. Something doesn't feel right about this.
So that's interesting. We just landed. So the reason why I was going to talk about Thundercats Go was because or Thundercats Roar. Sorry, I called it Go.
Same thing.
It's Teen Titans Go. So what frustrates me about Teen Titans Go is the fact that
they're caricatures, man. They're not even the characters anymore.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. They it loses its soul.
It's not.
But for me, Thundercats Roar almost seems like this is a good direction for it to go. So I sort of try to categorize in my mind what's going on, and I almost want to call it maniacal animation now.
They say it's gonna. I read the synopsis of it. They say it's gonna focus a lot on the action, unlike Teen Titans Go. That there's still gonna be that funny Teen Titans Go humor aspect, but it's gonna focus on the action and the characters.
But don't you think it naturally fits the direction of Thundercats naturally fits that direction because it is so quirky and weird, and the animation is so bad. He-Man would also, I think, fit in that weird maniacal animation.
I don't have a problem
animators learn how to draw
with the animation. I have a problem with them rehashing nostalgic bullshit just so they can get viewership and money.
And you would think they would have learned their lesson, though, but because if you want to play on nostalgia, you want to make it as close or as improved as possible.
Better. But no,
but then go back on it and you're like, okay, so we're gonna hit nostalgia. Tommy, your head's like way out of the frame. Sorry,
Christ, dude. What are you doing?
What's going on here? What's happening?
There's lag because we're live, dude.
No, I'm just looking at his head. Oh. There we go. Sorry. I wanted to make sure.
Christ, Tommy.
I mean,
okay. We can see on there.
On the computer screen.
Yeah, we have a screen.
Why do you even have the stream up right now, Jared?
So I can see comments.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Which there are none of.
Yeah, there are none. I was waiting for Chris to pop in. Thanks, Chris.
My problem with a lot of these nostalgia shows, like they did it before, now they're going the Teen Titans Go route. Which I hate Teen Titans Go because it's not like the original, but I hate it because it's actually kind of funny. And like I've watched episodes here and there, and it's not nearly as good as the early 2000s cartoon. It can't touch that, but it's not that terrible.
They're bringing back the...
What frustrates me is like it's the only thing. Like when you get on Cartoon Network and they'll have
64% of Cartoon Network's fucking show that is on air while it's Cartoon Network is Teen Titans fucking Go.
I know, and there's so much better to play.
They are my least favorite network right now because they canceled the original Teen Titans and there was a whole other season planned.
And Toonami's bringing that back next year.
If you actually...
Yeah.
I heard rumors of that. I didn't know it was confirmed.
It's confirmed. It's going to happen. And it's going to be TV 14.
If you actually watch it, they just canceled it without finishing it. Young Justice got canceled. Well, then they put it on Netflix, and the guy that made Young Justice was like, if enough people on Netflix watch this, we can come back for a season 3, and then like everybody and their mother and their grandma watched Young Justice on Netflix. And they're like, all right, we're going to bring this back. And now DC's doing their own streaming thing that it's coming to. And then they just... A lot of times when they bring stuff back for nostalgia, they tie it into like toys or action figures, and then great things like the Thundercats reboot. There was a He-Man reboot in the early 2000s. It was a fantastic cartoon, but that's because they tried to revive the toys, and nobody wants He-Man toys. They're lame. So like,
well, yeah, because the half-naked man.
I mean. In the 80s, it was huge, but they tried to bring it back. They had this cool cartoon. They had a whole season. I watched all of it as a kid. I loved it. I was like, I want more of this. But the toys weren't selling, so they canceled it.
My problem with reboots are when they decide to just bastardize it. Like, they get lazy. Like, reboot the reboot. Like, I watched a whole thing on it. I didn't even watch the show. I was like, I can't do it. But I watched a whole thing on it, and I was like, oh, it's worse than I imagined.
Like, so much worse.
That's kind of what they do with live action anime movies,
and they just need to like
how much can we bastardize this?
Yeah, well, it's just how much. It's like, you know, they're not even putting any thought into it. They're just like, I'm here for the cash, not here for the love.
I didn't even like the original Death Note that much. Like, honestly, I didn't like it that much. It was okay.
It is really good for a single watch through.
Yeah, for one single, like, let's watch this. It's like, sweet.
There's all that mystery and suspense. Like,
what the fuck's going on?
But it's not an anime you can repeat watch.
No. And then they did the live action Netflix movie, and I actually punched a wall.
They cast the dude
your poor walls.
They cast the dude from the Naked Brothers band. It's Light. You remember the Naked Brothers band on Nickelodeon?
Tommy, please.
So
I don't remember it that much. I just remember catching an episode.
Tommy, you're frustrating me.
I guess the last thing that we can. Okay, so we're coming up on time.
All right.
I gotta leave at least by 12:15 because I gotta be at lunch with a guy.
God damn it, Jay!
Yeah, Jay's busy.
Fucking shit up.
Next week though, from now on Wednesdays are left open because I'm like, I'm not doing this again. So to talk about Tommy, did you see Deadpool?
No, I have not.
I'm the only one who we're not talking about Deadpool then.
How about that's our homework for this week, Tommy? Let's see Deadpool.
Yeah,
let's do that.
You guys need to go see Deadpool. Okay, I'm just gonna give you a spoiler free. I'm just gonna say, just go watch it. Just go watch it for Friday. Everyone.
I'll watch it on Friday.
Not just you guys, but for everyone out there. If you like the first one, I think you're gonna like the second one.
I would.
as quality goes, my personal opinion is it goes higher. A lot of people say it just stays consistent. Like I was hearing another guy say his comparison was it's like ice cream. Like ice cream never gets worse or never gets better.
I
It's
don't
just
like ice cream.
What the?
What?
It's like random sodas. It just consistently stayed good. Like it's equally as good. There's really good twists and turns in there.
Well, that's good.
The fact that I think you, particularly with something we were talking about beforehand, I think you really like it.
Right.
So check it out. It's really fun. I had a great time watching it.
I
Also, my boss showed up drunk as shit. So that was fun.
Sweet.
And then his brother showed up drunk, and his brother was just trolling him the whole time. So that was kind of fun. But it was a good, like, I gotta go with a good audience too. Like that was the other thing is like the group of people, we were all pretty amped about it. There was a few, sometimes you just get those, I guess you could call them like unsavory nerds. Like the critical guys, the guys who are like, I've
fucking hyper nerds.
Yeah, and you're like,
they left their mom's basement to go see Deadpool 2.
Yeah, pretty much.
I read issue 26 of this comic series of Deadpool,
and I guess that's our audience.
Shut up.
Because that's our audience we're pandering to. But
this is not 100% exactly like the comic books. Yeah, it's an adaptation.
We love.
If you go to a movie, just enjoy the movie.
It's a different media. It's a different format. So appreciate the points of departure because they're going to be there.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do. You cannot get exactly everything from a comic or a book into video form. It's not possible because everybody perceives it a different fucking way.
Yep.
Well, and the more differences that happen, the more new you get to experience.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like this movie really hits a good balance of giving you things that you didn't know you wanted, but still like making it its own unique thing. Making it in video media form, but I mean it gives you that like holy shit. Like there's a few things in there you're like holy shit. So it was really, oh my god, it was a lot of fun. So highly recommend that. That's what I did. I went Thursday night. I think I might actually go watch Solo. I don't know.
I want to. It's one of the lowest reviewed on Rotten Tomatoes, but I want to go watch it. I just
want to see Dong Lover as a young Lando Calrissian.
Right?
He's a pansexual Lando in this one, apparently.
Oh,
confirmed.
That's interesting.
Well, I mean, Lando,
not that really matters to me.
It doesn't really matter. I mean, Lando was kind of like to everyone.
Hey, I'm Lando.
like Jack Harkness. Just like,
oh yeah,
hey,
how are you?
So,
hey, what up?
Tie that back. I think I saw there was an episode, and I don't know if this was a joke or something, but they had something that may have hinted that the guy who played Jack Harkness, Malcolm Merlin.
No, it's something.
I can't remember his name right now. John Bowerman.
Yeah,
there you go.
Supposedly he played like the human version of the Impala.
That was a Tumblr post. It was a what if.
It was not a real thing.
No.
I love John Bowerman.
But I would love to see that.
Well, so it's kind of the equivalent of when they gave the TARDIS a body.
Yeah, the Doctor.
Yeah, and that was actually one of my favorite episodes.
It's a really good one.
And then one of my favorite my favorite line actually still I think in all of Doctor Who so far is when she's like, I just wanted to say, and he's like, goodbye, and she goes, no, I wanted to say hello. Like, because she'd never been able to say hello, and I'm like,
that's
right in the heart. Like,
that's one of my favorite lines. One of my favorite lines is the John Bowerman line in Doctor Who, where it pretty much confirms that Jack is the face of Bo.
Yeah, they called.
That was cool.
The face of Bo, they called me.
Yeah,
and then he just runs off, and Tennant's like,
yeah, he's. We all just equally have our nerve.
Actually, on the flip side of that, same arc. Actually, Tommy, my favorite line from the Doctor Who series is in the episode, or just prior to that scene, where the Doctor is hugging the Master, and he just whispers to him, "I forgive you."
Oh yeah,
because it's just like, dude.
Yeah,
man.
I love you, Simon Pegg.
After everything he's done, you still have the capacity to forgive
and love.
Man.
Like, I mean, that's the.
Something that fucking zonks me is when the Doctor grabs your hand, you know he's gonna be cold. A Time Lord's body temperature is 59 degrees. That's fucking weird. That would weird me out. If a cold hand grabbed me and whispered run, I'd be like, you're fucking right, I'm running.
I'm out.
I'm out of here, dude.
Goodbye.
I'd outrun the doctor.
Oh,
I'm a big boy, but I got some wheels.
Doctor Who has my favorite TV episode of all time, too.
What's that?
The Vincent Van Gogh episode.
That's, oh god. Don't do that to me, Tommy. Tommy, don't do that to me.
Oh, man.
I don't need those kind of feels today.
I don't need to weep openly.
I don't want to cry on the internet.
I'm a man, damn it.
I mean, I've been, okay, so fun fact, there's not a good YouTube video of Owen Wilson, and it's kind of depressing.
Are there hilarious?
I just find, I find joy in the fact that Owen Wilson can be sad.
I like that he's aware of the jokes about him saying wow. I saw this screenshot of, he posted on Twitter one time, he's like, guys, I only said wow like a couple times, leave me alone.
Wow.
No, he said wow quite a bit.
There's that clip someone made where it's the Darth Maul fight in Star Wars, and every time the lightsabers clash, it's wow.
Wow.
Alright, so I don't know if this is true. A friend of mine told me this, but I've come to trust him. So take this with a grain of salt. But I heard that Owen Wilson tried to kill himself during filming Cars 3.
Oh.
Because he was a grown-ass man voicing a sentient car in a children's movie, and he realized that life is worth nothing. And the fact that he was weeping openly in a lot of his movies gives me a lot of joy, because I don't particularly like his face. So, like I said,
is it sad that, did you see that movie Wonder? I think it was, yeah.
Oh, the one with Owen Wilson and the kid with the facial deformity.
Is it sad when I saw the kid's face? I was like, and I looked at Owen Wilson, and I was like, that makes sense. Like, that may not be.
It's awful.
I know it's terrible, but like Owen Wilson has that face shape. Like he's just two potato clicks away on a graphics card from looking like that.
What was it? When I watched the movie Marley and Me, and Owen Wilson has to make it believable that he's in a relationship with Jennifer Aniston. And I'm like, there's no way.
Oh, I figured it out. I found out a decent way to say that, Jared. The kid in Wonder looks like Owen Wilson if he was in Oblivion graphics.
There you go. he just, oh man, and isn't the mom Julia Roberts, which for some reason, like, Owen Wilson and Julia Roberts doesn't make sense to me.
Nope.
And what's sad is like Julia Roberts today feels out of league. Or no, it feels like Owen Wilson is out of her league. Like, he's too cute and funny. Yeah. And she's too old. I'm like,
she's just angry.
Like Pretty Woman, Julia Roberts, that she could have just, she got Richard Gere. But like, you're seeing Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson, and I think they're actually the same age. Like, maybe? I don't know. I just see that.
That's worth a Google.
And I'm like, this doesn't make any sense to me. But then I look at Owen Wilson's face, and I just look at that kid's face, and then I look at Julia Roberts' face, and I look at that kid's face.
So while we're on the subject of actors we don't like, Matthew McConaughey.
What do you not like about Matthew McConaughey?
Everything.
I love Matthew McConaughey because he's Matthew McConaughey in everything.
Have you seen that? What's the fucking car he's promoting now? Is it Lincoln?
Lincoln, yeah.
My God. That commercial irritates me.
You gotta pay your bills.
There's only one fucking movie that I enjoyed him in, and it was Interstellar, because that's one of two movies that's ever made me actually fucking cry.
I love that movie.
That movie is amazing.
People did not give it a fair shake.
They really didn't. I mean, love is the fifth dimension. Fucking probably. I don't know.
Right?
That was the one thing that stretched on me.
Dude, but like what?
They're like, what's the fifth dimension? I'm like, love, and I'm like, this is over.
It's the what if factor. It's the why not.
Sorry, Mike.
You just assaulted our viewers. Wow. You got so mad.
That's how frustrated I am by the love is the fifth dimension.
Love is always the answer, man.
Fifth dimension is
love is all you need. That's fine. But you know what? A whole movie about like the idea of space and time and bending it and flying into a black hole, and then it turns into a fucking Beatles song.
Hey man, Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway.
That didn't make any sense either. I'm sorry.
The gif of Matthew McConaughey laughing while there are tears in his eyes is just great. I stare at it sometimes on my Tumblr. Just because I can.
I just get on Tumblr just to stare at it.
So, like, seriously, I can't tell you guys how many times I've like disabled like certain shit on YouTube trying to find a video of Owen Wilson weeping violently, and there isn't one.
Do you need to, is that something you need in your life?
Yes, it is.
It's just,
I want someone to be sad, and I want to know that I'm responsible.
Make Owen Wilson go back and rewatch Basketball. So that'll make him openly weep.
So I just need to know though that like if you get this video of Owen Wilson like weeping, that's not gonna be it for you, right? Like you're gonna keep going.
Oh, I'm gonna keep going.
Like it was like you see the video.
I've attained the highest level possible,
and then you just disappear like fucking Luke Skywalker. In the distance, like your cape flies off.
I just fucking.
That's it. You're like, I'm complete, and then I'd be over here going, God damn it!
Fuck! Now we need a new host.
Yeah, we need a new host.
Nate achieved ascension. Son of a bitch!
He'll come back as a guest ghost host.
How do I explain this to people?
I just blink in every Wednesday at noon as a Force ghost.
Space ghost,
Just
coast to coast.
that shit.
Coast to coast.
Like I'm like, oh, we need to turn on the podcast, and then you shoot a bolt of lightning from the sky, and it shocks the camera and turns it on. And somehow changes all the settings to look like a professional.
It looks cool as shit.
Just you Yoda that shit.
I'm transcended, guys. Let's fucking do it.
No more Mom's Garage podcast.
No more Mom's Garage. All of a sudden, we're in like a professional studio. You know, it's weird. So I did a TV show for a little while on MC22, which unfortunately, this has better This is set at a better definition than that. Like they run standard definition no matter what.
Oh god, that's tragic.
Yeah, this is like 1080p.
So 1998.
So like the disappointing thing about it though was the fact that the cool thing about it though was like when I walked. The disappointing thing was the standard def. Cool thing is always like walking in and seeing what a studio actually looks like, because we would film we had a big old green screen that was like the floor would like scoop up in green, and then just the whole wall was green, and we would like just have our desk there, and then they'd have like floating cameras and lights and shit, and I'm like, this is what it looks like. This is what the studios look like.
This is what it feels like.
I'm like, this is weird.
This is what it feels like to chew 5 grams.
You know, and you put on your fucking you put on your lav mic and it'd be like, oh man. So random thought. Sorry, I'm just one more little random thought.
You're just hopping all over the place, Jared.
Yeah, I know. So I did the editing for our advertisements and shit.
Yeah.
And I decided to do random, so I was like, okay, it'll auto-generate the subtitles. You can edit from there, but like I auto-generated the subtitles for the first advertisement we did. First of all, Dritz,
it wouldn't work.
It was like, I don't know what you're saying, so we're gonna come up with random words. Anything that started with D would just pop up, and I'd be like, you don't even know what the fuck you're saying.
And you spelled it wrong when you got it right.
Did I spell it?
There are 2 Z's, my man.
Okay, I'll fix it. I will. That's not a problem. But anyways, the first time I did it, I let it auto-generate, and then I was like, let's just see what it says for fun. And I was like watching the video, and like it definitely dropped the N-bomb in there. What? And I was like, must edit now! This is live, bitches! Shit! It was Nigga, and I'm like, oh, fuck! They're editing as fast as I can. Like,
I'm a nice person.
I'm not going down for this.
We just started.
This is a 1-minute clip. It's gonna happen in any second. Anyone's gonna see it. So I'm just
they'll burn me alive.
The worst part is it just auto generates as soon as like it auto plays. So like as soon as like I put that in there, it auto plays on the video for whenever people are watching it. So they'll see Nigga and I'm like, How many people are in this? And maybe that's why we got the random troll going, you guys sound like idiots.
That might be it.
My name's Dragonweed. My name's Dribblebill. Like,
I'm Grabnock the Destroyer.
He was, I don't know. But that was,
but dude, we got our first troll.
Editing. Yeah, we got our first troll. Big shout out to Chris Johnson at KGRN. Yeah, you decided to be a perfect Johnson, so he just dropped it. I don't know if
just a real Richard.
No, I saw it.
Yeah, I was like, what the? Okay, whatever.
I was like, I'm gonna say something, and then I was like, I'm too tired.
Yeah, my sister popped in. My sister's like my troll shield.
Guys, it's rule 1 of the internet: don't feed the trolls.
Yeah, don't feed them. That's why I just unfriended him after that. I was like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. He doesn't want to see it. I don't want to see him.
He doesn't have to watch us. It's an open format. He can click out, man. Like if he thinks we're idiots, then cool.
That's fine.
We're aware that we're acting a little ridiculous right now. That's kind of the whole fucking point.
Yeah, it's to have fun.
Just had to ruin the fucking fun. Go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
Just go back to and I'm like, the only thing I'm missing on his Facebook feed was like a desperate plea looking for his cat because his last one disappeared and died, and I'm like, I wonder why. Maybe your cat ran away and killed itself. But 2,
I'm tired of kibbles and bits.
It's like, I'm tired of this. 2, his extremely boring review of like Avengers, where he's like, I'm not one for Marvel movies.
I saw that,
and I'm like, okay,
what? He did the slow inhale glasses push up.
No.
I'm not one for the superheroes.
If you read he has like a written like paragraph reviewing Infinity War, and it starts with, "I'm not one for Marvel movies, but." I was like,
then shut up.
I was like, I'm glad. And it ends with Josh Brolin did a great job, and I'm like, yeah, I bet you loved him in No Country for Old Men. Just deal with it. So I'm like, I'm not missing out much. Yeah, troll all you like.
Yeah,
but that means we've with our 25 likes,
all 25 of them,
all 25 likes. We've hit internet fame now.
We have
a troll.
15 seconds.
Yeah, we have a troll.
We've done it.
We have Chris Goodrich, who didn't make it today, which is fine.
It's all right, Chris. We forgive you. We did it early today.
We started early. That was the problem.
Sorry about that. We'll try to keep it on schedule.
We love you, Chris.
We do.
And we'll be back. I was going to see if he popped in.
We love you. Random person I've never...
He's the only consistent fan.
Oh, Christopher Goodrich!
Chris!
What did I come into? But let's get weirder.
I like you, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
There's not enough time. We gotta go.
When did you do that? 11:58.
That was 6 minutes. 6 minutes ago. Fuck
yes,
dude. You just
Chris.
You walked in on some fun shit.
Oh man. But yeah, that's. Oh my god. So I think that's about the amount of time we have today. I have to take off because I've got shit to do.
Fucking
I have
guy.
to take off too.
Guy.
Where are you going?
Take my dog to the vet.
Oh wow. I hope it's okay.
Oh.
Is it dying?
Yours is like serious.
Yeah, right.
How's your dog? Is it just getting a vaccination, or
no, he
did it eat a corn cob?
No,
something?
He had a I don't want to gross viewers out. He had a boil or something.
Oh, okay. Yep, we're good.
Yeah,
I see.
And, I mean, this is the first time I've owned a dog, so I was freaking out, and I called like all the vets and.
Yeah. Okay.
I need to see the
vet. I've got to go grab a toaster, so.
I dig it, man.
Hooray for Monday things.
Yeah.
Right? That's all I'm doing. I'm grabbing a toaster.
I'm going to go do random things, but we will be back here next week, guys, live every Wednesday at noon.
I'll be on time.
Will you, Tommy?
I'm just going to ghost in every week.
We expected you to show up an hour early, not 45 minutes.
I'm just going to time turn her in every week. I'm just gonna pull Hermione and just all of a sudden be here, and you'll be like,
we're gonna be trolling about how Tommy's late, and he's just gonna be there the whole time.
We're just be like, isn't it nice that Tommy was on time? What?
He's right there. So yeah, guys, check us out live Wednesdays at noon.
Follow our
Central
various
Time.
Social medias that I don't know what we're on because I don't pay attention.
Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Castbox. Also, and all of that's at Just Another Nerdy podcast, except for Twitter, is JA Nerdy Podcast, because just another nerdy podcast is too many fucking letters.
Cool.
So check us out there. If you want to, if you're listening to us, subscribe on YouTube, watch us live. If you're watching us on YouTube, put a little nerdy in your pocket.
God fucking damn it.
Download us on Castbox. And then pretty soon, the more episodes we build, we'll hopefully be able to get on more platforms. But right now, we're starting on Castbox.
I really hope I can get used to that catchphrase. Because I'm just going to swear every time you say it.
Put a little nerdy in your pocket. You know how many times I had to fucking edit out the F word from those advertisements? And then, the first one, I missed it up.
I missed one right at the end. You said it.
Yeah, I said, fuck this, and just let it out. I was so tired from like doing all the editing of fuck.
I'm really sorry. I swear a lot.
It's fine. It's fine. I was like, if I'm gonna boost this post, I probably want it to be family friendly.
Yeah, we should like
still hit PG-13 standards by just getting one fuck in there. So.
We should really like edit something else ridiculous in once we have like a running joke.
I was thinking it would be funny to have like us like mundanely saying friggin' or something like that.
We could edit it. Wow.
Wow. All of us doing Owen Wilson. Wow. And then just like over our face pops up a crying Owen Wilson.
That should be like end credits as the episode ends. Just Owen Wilson going, wow.
We've signed off. We should
I wonder if there's a royalty-free dub version of Owen Wilson like doing some kind of wow beat, like just wow.
Dude,
wow.
I guarantee there.
My wow remix.
Yeah, a wow remix. Owen Wilson wow remix. That
Google it, you'll find it. I fucking promise.
I want to.
I bet it's on SoundCloud.
I also don't. Fuck SoundCloud.
with some 15-year-old white kid rapping poorly over it.
Right. Mom spaghetti. Mom spaghetti.
Shut up.
Okay, guys.
You infuriate me.
That's all we got today. So you guys have a great day, and we will see you
next
time.
Peace out.
Oh my god.
Or the button that I want to push isn't gonna. Oh, good.